man, at one point or another, you got to be a grown-up. You know what I'm saying? And the behavior that he displays is not grown-up behavior.
I was a youth for mixed up emotions, starring commotions with anybody on the block, whoever thought of provoking. Carried a chip on my upper torso. It was more so like a vacant irritation. Grandma didn't have a cure for. It's only logical. A child want their biological parents to be beside them through plays and recitals. Back then I was blinded by the fact that she stayed down for a shorty when mom and dad grabbed the backpack. So I did the opposite.
Family, what it do? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back, Jack. Shout out to my family, S&T squad. Y'all the best squad. That's why I love y'all the long way. Please believe me. Listen, if it's your first time here, I'm going to need you to stop right now and do me this solid, right? This is what I need you to do. I'm going to need you to smash the subscribe button. Smash it! I'm on the road to 100K, and I need your help. Y'all going to make me blow a head gasket. Subscribe to me, damn it. I like y'all. Don't you like me? Listen. We're about to get into this Safaree and Mena. We got to talk about it, y'all. We got to talk about it. I've been waiting just to see what else unfolds before I did that video. So without further ado, we about to slide into the video. Let's go. Now listen. At one point, I'm not even going to lie to you, I was really rooting for Mena and Safaree Samuels. I really was. The man seemed so adamant about wanting to start his life and his family with this woman to where, like, I believed him. I really believed him. You know what I'm saying? But then you have reality and it kicks in. You know what I'm saying? And then you have what we've been seeing today. Now look, I'm not going to be the first person to pretend like Mena has been a saint. I'm still mad at what she did to Sin. You know what I'm saying? Still, to this day, pissed off. You know what I mean? So I don't pretend that she's a saint. But what I will say is that I've seen her grow in her own right when it comes down to being, when it comes down to her relationships, might I say. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that she's not deserving of some of the things or some of the situations that have transpired over the last couple of months. You know what I'm saying? It's been very ridiculous. For starters, Safaree went to Jamaica. You know what I mean, during the time that she was having their son, okay? And he just seemed like he was very nonchalant about what was going on in his household. You know what I mean? Now, we already know that Safaree is a troll. You know, so some of the times where a lot of people was thinking he was in Jamaica, he was not in Jamaica. He was, in fact, right at the crib. But he loves to get a rise out of people. He loves their attention. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But even then, I felt like there's a time and place for it. That was not the time to troll. You know what I mean? You had a son that was just being born with difficulties. And I feel like the priority and the focus should have been to that. Not to be trolling people because they have a tendency to get under your skin. Because even though he tried to complain or try to say that he's not bothered, trust me, he's bothered. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't agree with some of the things that he was doing. And then the thing that really bothered me the most was his take on marriage. You know what I mean? He did an interview with Young Jock and he was speaking on marriage. And I didn't realize, I just can't imagine like some of the things that was said was coming from a grown-ass man. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Let's take a look.
I think marriage just makes everything way more technical.
Wow.
It does. I feel like when you get to live as like boyfriend and girlfriend, like grown man, real talk. I know it may sound childish and immature, but it's like marriage, I just feel like it just makes everything just way more serious than what it needs to be.
Now, as you can see, what he said made completely no sense. None whatsoever.
So you feel like marriage was not ultimately for you?
And it's safe to say, but that's what I'm saying too. Like, I really, marriage could be for some people and it could be not for some people, other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's a lot.
I mean, the man really had the nerve to say that he did not think that being a father would be hard work. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we watch movies to see how hard raising kids is. There's nowhere in the world that you did not have an inkling to what it was going to take to raise children. Now, in his defense, he made it a point to say that he did not want any more children after his daughter. But see, this is the thing. You can't blame your wife for getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? When you know you're doing what it takes to get pregnant. You know what I mean? And everybody pull-out game is not stellar. You dig? And evidently his is not. Because, you know what I mean, Erica was with a child and had a son and all of these things. So I want to know in these comments, let's talk about it. If a man says that he does not want children, right, but does not do the things necessary to make sure that his wife does not have children, like, how is that just her fault? I really want to know. Because, like, I would think that he would say, baby, let's go to this doctor. Let's get on the plan. I want to be able to identify with the plan. I want us to stick to the plan and yada, yada, yada. You would think that men would go that route if they, in fact, does not want to have kids. But it don't seem like he even did that. But yet and still, he still placed a lot of blame on his wife. Like she could just procreate by herself. Let's take a look at this clip.
So wait, you're pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
How many weeks are you?
Now, the fact that he asked her how far along she was, I took that as if he was looking for the window of opportunity to terminate the pregnancy. That's what I took from it. But I could be reaching. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact that he just jumped on a four-wheeler and left his wife just standing there, it just goes to show how immature that this man really, really is. And I feel sorry for Erica. Now, I am not naive. I know that a lot of these shows, you know, they chop and screw certain scenes, you know what I mean, for ratings and have people tune in. I get it. So some of the things that he's talking about in regards to that, I can completely see. You know what I mean? The situation with his daughter falling. Look, it's as ignorant as it was, I don't really feel as if he was just a dumbass. I watch my nephews and nieces tumble all the time and crack the fuck up. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we don't do that as a culture. The little girl was okay. When you bump your head, you bump your head. We've been doing it for years. We done tumble, we done fall. That little girl is going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, parents has been doing this for years. Let's not act like we're just all different now. And we're just prude and we just don't laugh at our nieces and nephews and daughters and shit when they tumble. We do. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I didn't really find a lot of fault in that. But what I did find a lot of fault in is the situation after the tumble. You know, once Erica came back into the room and he always want to make it a point to point the finger. And to me, that is complete narcissist shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, he takes completely no ownership for nothing that he does. You know what I mean? Like, at all. But I really want to know how y'all feel. Drop it down in the comments. I can't help it, you guys. I feel like this is very childish behavior. And this is not the behavior that someone, you know what I'm saying, that is a father to two kids displays. You know what I mean? No matter how you want to splice it. Now, let's take Erica out of the equation. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even talk about the relationship because we know how reality works. It might not work out. They might get divorced. But if you guys can really sit here and say that some of the things that he said about his wife and some of the things that he done on his internet is appropriate, then I really need for you to drop it down in the comments and enlighten me. Because I just don't see it at all. Like, I just never seen behavior like this. It's like a kid throwing a tantrum. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. And I'll grant it, I know that Safaree probably has a great heart. You could tell that he has a wonderful sense of humor because at times I feel like he don't take situations serious, and that's his problem. But I mean, I know that he's just not a terrible person, but he really needed to get it together fast because he got these kids that's relying on him, looking up to him, and he needed to get it together fast. But let's talk about it. Let's drop it in the comments. I want to know. Let's talk about it. Do y'all think Safaree is corny? Do y'all think Safaree is immature? Okay. Do you guys think that Safaree, you know what I'm saying, is completely misunderstood? I want to know. Drop it down in the comments. Meet me in these comments. S&T, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. For all of you newbies, before you head off the video, please make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Please also subscribe to our personal blog channel, Bella and Toot, as well. This Casamigos got me lit, y'all. I love y'all, and until next video, I'm going to catch y'all, dog. Peace.